Purification is the key to manifestation. Today we're going to talk about it. For the last couple of weeks, I have had some great results with you here on YouTube. I'm just going to post like a screenshot here from a stranger on YouTube that posted I helped him manifest 1 million Australian dollars. I think that's the currency's name, right? And I've had several of those comments during the last couple of weeks, and what I see also with my clients is that what you ask for is always being given back to you in a way that you did not expect it. So you ask for a raise and you win the lottery, or the opposite. And whatever happens when you finally realize how to manifest, or how not to block your manifestations, which we're going to talk about today, then the universe, God, Allah, whatever you believe in, will hand it to you in a way greater way than you could have imagined. So let's talk about purification. And I'm going to read some quotes for you. I have titled the document that I just made, The Purification of Man. And what is important to recognize when talking about purification is I mean releasing sin. And when I tell you to release sin, I mean to release all faulty beliefs about yourself. All faulty beliefs about yourself, because that is sin. Sin is not being who you want to be. So if you are a business owner struggling to scale, you are being the wrong business owner. If you are being anxious or doubtful in a relationship, then you are being the wrong person to yourself. It's always a matter of leaving that old awareness. And most of us, we are stuck in this reality of clinging to that old awareness. And as I spoke about in the previous video, you are being very loyal to that old version. And today is more methodically and how do we actually start being disloyal to that old identity that we do not want to be. And purification comes after realizing that you are fluid. Your identity, your consciousness can rest in the place that you would like it to rest in. You have identified with it because it has rested in a place for a very long time, all your life. So you think you're the resting place, but you are the one resting. You are the awareness, right? And if I would like almost always to start off the videos with you realizing this. So if you can just close your eyes, take a step back and realize that you are the one observing your thoughts. Then you can also realize, okay, that thought arising now is not me. I'm just the observer. All right? And the purification is losing the connection to that thought. So let's just start off. I have quotes from the Quran, I have quotes from the Bible, I have quotes from Sufism, Hinduism, from Neville Goddard, because they all point to the same thing. And they all talk about the same thing. And all like religious texts, they are manuals to life. So let's talk about it. The first area of quotes I've found it's about returning to your true self. So successful indeed are the believers, those who humble themselves in prayer and who purify themselves. That's from the Quran. And obviously, that means that in prayer, in asking for something from the universe, if you do not purify yourself, if you do not lose your old identity, you are asking from the wrong place. Manifestation is self-mastery. So you cannot be identified with a thing and ask for another thing. That is not manifestation. That is why everyone tells you to become it. Purifying yourself in that sense means, in prayer, lose the sense of your current identity and ask from a place of not being that which you identify with right now, but ask from a place of either no identification or from the place of already having what you pray for. All right? God loves those who turn to him constantly, and he loves those who keep themselves pure and clean. And that tells you to stay in that awareness of being not the thing you identify with, right? You are the step before you identify with something. And that new thing you will identify with will not be you either. You will not try to become anything new. You will just try to rest your awareness in a new place until it solidifies in your world. And this quote tells you several things, and it's also from the Quran. Turn to him constantly, so remember it several times a day. It's not a practice of, I affirmed this morning, or I visualized at night. No, during the day you are this personality, this awareness of, I can place my awareness in whatever place I would like it for it to be placed, right? And he loves those who keep themselves pure and clean. So you will get your manifestations if you do not identify with that old you. If you keep on being in the present moment, and if you keep on returning to that awareness that you can be whatever you want. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Obviously, that's from the Bible, Matthew 5:8. The Quran again, he has succeeded who purifies it, and he has failed who corrupts it. I don't think I need to clarify that, because that's the same thing. So if you can leave your old awareness, you are already a success. You are already aligned in the present moment. And if you corrupt it, if you identify with your old identity, if you keep on, I have a bad negative thought, okay, that's me, I will entertain it, I will send it energy, like you do right now. If you do that, right, then you have failed. All right? Yeah, this is a Sufi saying. I can't remember if it's Rumi or what I have it in a book upstairs. But to lose yourself means to remember yourself. Something like that, right? And that is just gold. So how can that be? Like, how is it to lose yourself that you remember yourself? Well, because yourself is the loss of any identification. That is your true self. The true self is you that can be whatever you would like to be if you just rest your awareness / consciousness in it. All right? You are an unstoppable power, and you need to realize it. Yeah, and then we'll take some more quotes, and these are also like very like, they are just exactly to the point. For example, from the Quran again, "O you who believe, when you prepare for prayer, wash your faces and your hands." Right? Why would you wash your face and hands? Why would you purify yourself in those places? Wash whatever you identify yourself with, and wash whatever you act on it with. Right? That is the face and hands. That is exactly the things you would need to purify. Whatever you do and whatever you identify with. And you identify with your face when looking in the mirror, right? You would need to stop when you ask for something. You would need to lose the identification first. Make sense? What else is there? Yeah, this is from the Bible. "You are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes." So you need to die every day. You need to die to that old self. And you can only be reborn if you die. You can only become this new reality, have this new thing you want in your reality, if you remember to forget. If you simply lose that old awareness. Yeah, I have another one from a book I read. "The great sin is not that man desires too much, it is that he forgets he's divine." right? It is simply not a matter of desiring too much. And a lot of my commenters here on YouTube, they think they desire too much. They are holding themselves back when they need to find a new resting place for awareness. And maybe you are doing the same thing. So, okay, I have the realization I can place my awareness in any place, but still you have that thing. Yeah, but I will place it in a realistic place, right? And the great sin is not that a man desires too much. It is that he forgets he's divine. So you're still planning. You're still in the old identity if you would like your place to awareness in a place that is not ideal. If you would like to place your awareness in a place that is not the perfect world for you, right? You can place the awareness in anything. All right? Yeah, Neville says it like this: your old man must die before the new man can be born. Obviously, that goes without me commenting on it. You must become so completely detached from your former self that you no longer feel any connection to its problems. Forgiveness is the washing away of that which you no longer wish to be. That is also Neville. Yeah, this is what I said in a previous video. You do not need to fix anything. You need to forget the version of yourself you keep remembering. And I had a guy comment on my video with that quote. And I think that's a good way of summarizing it. So you have this voice and it keeps remembering simply because you've just placed your awareness in a place for a very long time. So remember it. So you have to forget the remembering. You have to, every time you do remember, tell yourself, I will stop remembering it. And in the beginning, you will stop yourself at thought number 10 or 12. You will go to this old identity for quite a while until you realize I don't have to. I can simply tell that thought off, and in my new identity, I can still have old me thoughts, and that's okay as long as I don't identify with them. Let's see what else I have. Oh. Yeah, this one from the Bhagavad Gita. Cleanse your vision and you will see reality. And that's not the exact quote, but it's the quote I wrote down. So that is, again, the reality of awareness is that it can be anything. Some would say the reality of awareness is that it's nothing. It's simply just looking at something. And for you to realize this is simply just to step back enough. Just keep stepping back into that. Step back into your power. And what most people would like with the manifestation journey is to push it forward. I need to push this, push this, push this. I need to manifest this. It's simply not a push. It's a step. It's more a pull. It's more a return to the seat of your power. Stepping back, realizing all these thoughts that I have in this prison of mine, that's not me. You will always have thoughts and you will always have a preferred place of resting. And that's totally fine. This does not mean that you don't have to attend to any thought or any emotion. It simply means that if you are dissatisfied, change your awareness into a place where you are satisfied. And anything that does not align with that, remove it from your place of awareness. So the lower self clings to the familiar. The purified self allows the unknown to emerge. Right? And I can only state what my recommendation is my recommendation, to be practical in the beginning, is to purify yourself a lot, which means to disengage from that old identity a lot in the beginning, instead of doing it a little, because that's not going all in. And all in is really what it takes. And if you are a Muslim watching this video, obviously you are already purifying yourself 5 times a day. with water before praying. And what I would encourage you to do is remember that purification also includes removing any mental stuff. It's not the physical act of washing yourself. You might want to do that as well. But you are to remove any identification with a self that is less than preferred. And if you are in any other religion, I don't know how many times you pray a day, once a day before going to bed. A lot of Christians do that. I would also encourage you to up that, because old identity would really like you to stay because that feels safe. Starting that car and driving to a new place with awareness simply is not the easiest thing. But it's the thing you need to do. So if you find yourself having a meditation, visualization, feeling a feeling and losing it, then tell yourself, I will simply need to be in this new resting place more, because that's my preferred resting place. And I can tell you that it will become instinct. It will solidify itself. And that solidification of a new imagination will solidify itself as a new realization or a new reality. Like, you just need to stay there and not waver. You will need to always return back home. And home is your new home. And it like if you have let's say you have a home, you've lived there for 10 years, and you buy a new home and you keep the old home. You will need to take the furniture. If you just took your kids to this new home, it's empty, the kids will also be like, can we please go back? Can we just stay there? And you will be, once a day you'll be, oh, come on, man, let's stay in this new house, it's wonderful. If you just kept on going back, brought the furniture, made some new memories in this new place, had fun with your kids, with your wife, with your husband, whatever. If you just entertained it, if you just sold the old house, if you just took good care of it, right? If you just planted some new flowers and some new seeds in the garden, it would surely, but slowly, become your new home. And you know this if you have ever moved in your life. For the first few weeks, is it home? Maybe not. It's a new place of living, for sure. But it feels off. I don't know the places where I can buy groceries. I don't know any friends. I don't know the neighbors. But then after 5 years, I like this. I like this new place. And that's the same thing with your awareness, right? Move to that new place, but be consistent about it. Take the furniture with you. Don't leave any luggage, right? Yeah. So hopefully this was a nice little sum up. I enjoy reading these texts, and I thought it would be a nice change to just incorporate some of them so we can bounce back and forth. And really, this is what I'm carrying, right? I'm trying to take this and give it to you. And that's what I think I did with this video. So thank you for watching. See you soon. Get out of here.